emerged in the early 90s from the younger generation of women and men. Third Wave Direct Action Corporation is the representative of this generation. The organization's initial mission was to fill a void in young women's leadership and to mobilize young people to become more involved in socially and politically in their communities. These are the three main areas of the sex industry. It's pornography, stripping, and prostitution. Pornography is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The annual revenue of that industry is $13.3 billion in the U.S. and $97 billion worldwide. That's a pretty massive number. Hardcore pornography has become increasingly more violent and aggressive and misogynistic, meaning hateful towards women. The word pornography comes from the ancient Greek meaning depictions of females as sexual slaves. Inequality and enslavement of women has always been the basis of pornography. That is the very root of it. Pornography justifies and reinforces rape myths that women enjoy and deserve pain, mutilation, and violence. Much of the text in pornography is written from supposedly the woman's voice, indicating that she enjoys being forced and that she really means yes, even when she says no. Now, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Jenna Jameson. She's known as being the most famous of porn stars in the industry, and she wrote a book on her experiences and how traumatic they were, really. One of her quotes is, "Sexuality became a tool for so much more than just connecting with a boy I was attracted to. I realized it could serve any purpose I needed it. It was a weapon, and I could exploit it mercilessly." Being a pornography, these are her 25 reasons. I picked 10 of why no one would ever want to become a porn star. The first is being a pornography performer can be bad for your emotional, mental, and physical health. You will likely get sick at times as a result of your work. This includes infections, STDs, HIV, all sorts of problems. Number two, in order to really succeed, you will likely have to get painful breast implants. She got them herself, and she had a lot of problems with hers. It was very painful and bad experience for her. You will likely have to have sex with other people you can find with talent. Being a pornography performer can also be physically painful. The porn industry will objectify you and influence you to see yourself as an object. The porn industry and the people in it do not treat women with decency, fairness, and respect. And this one, number 7, I thought was very interesting because she includes her own personal story. And that strangers may recognize you and try to attack you or rape you. Your safety will likely be threatened. And so I'm just going to share this little clip from her book. One evening, I opened the door to let the delivery man in. It was always the same guy, a hairy, thick-armed doofus with stringy black hair and a wardrobe consisting only of grease-stained button-down white shirts. But today he looked different. His jaw was set, his eyes blazed, his voice trembled. When he passed me the food with shaking hands, he just stared at me. I left the door open and walked to the love seat to get my wallet. He followed me in and closed the door behind him. I saw you naked in the magazine, he said. Yeah, you look real good. You and I are going to... I screamed at the top of my lungs. I just kept screaming and screaming. I was sure I was about to do it. But instead, the guy abruptly turned and ran out of my apartment. I collapsed onto the love seat shaking. My whole body felt cold, and I curled up and stared at the wall. I must have laid there for hours, comatose. Number 8 is working in the porn industry will negatively affect your viewpoint of men and sex. After working in the porn industry, she had no respect left for men at all and had very negative viewpoint. Basically, she saw men as pigs and only there to help with certain tasks and do things. She really could not even love a man. Number 9, you sometimes have to lie on the job or be quiet in order to maintain the fantasy for men or for your image. An example of this is when she was on the Howard Stern show. Instantly the grilling started. he, Howard Stern, seemed determined to know what had made a girl like me become a porn star. I told him I loved sex. I told him I loved the attention. But it wasn't enough for him. He kept saying that something didn't compute. He asked if I had a screwed up childhood, and I said no. He asked if my parents had been strict, and I said no. He asked if my dad and I still talked. I said yes, we did. He asked if my mom minded what I was doing, and I said no. I had decided in advance that it was better not to discuss her death on air. I didn't think I could handle it. But then Howard asked me if I'd ever been molested or abused. It was the one question I wasn't prepared for. No, I told Howard in answer to his question. I lied like a rug. I wasn't ready to tell anybody about any of this. Being gang raped, beaten, and left for dead. And I certainly wasn't ready to deal with it on Howard Stern's show. So she had to lie about things like her being abused when she was younger in order to maintain the fantasy for men that was out of her own choice, and it was a way of sexual liberation of sorts. But really, she had a very, very dark past. Since money alone does not lead to true meaningful fulfillment, you likely still won't be happy even when you reach the top. And when it comes to money, the myth is that women earn lots of money in pornography. Some do, and a lot of them don't. Linda Marciano, who was the woman from the film throughout in the 70s, received no money, and it was the highest grossing film ever made. Women posing for Playboy in 1984 were paid 1/3 of the standard modeling fees for similar sessions. The profits in pornography are accumulated by organized crime usually. Deep Throat was actually made by the mafia, which is interesting, and not by the women in it. 200 million copies of Penthouse, Playboy, and Hustler are distributed to U.S. homes annually. They become the informal sex education for a substantial proportion of the teenage men in this country. 61% of people polled believe pornography encourages people to consider women as sex objects. Here's some facts as well. 21% of women subjected to the abuse knew the harm was a direct result of the perpetrator's use of pornography. Police investigators acknowledge that pornography is implicated in the activities of every serial killer. Professional counselors working with men who sexually abuse and batter women report that pornography figures are an important aspect in the abusive behavior. Women report that pornography became the textbook for how to tie the knots and other forms of controlled sex. And here we are to the next component, which is stripping. It is true that many women suffer discrimination in the workplace that results in lower salaries. You can say that stripping is not the solution. There is a lot of money to be made, but it's not often that the women and girls stripping who are the ones that wind up with it. Most women who work in strip clubs do not earn any wage, and in fact, actually pay the strip club owners 40 to 50% of their income in order to work. An example of this is the club where I was at, the Mirage. The girls would do a lap dance for $25, and then the strip club owners would get $10 of that 25. So really, they were only making 15. And then also they had to pay the bouncer, the DJ. So really, at the end of the day, they didn't really have much when they're coming home. Women in stripping are designated as independent contractors and are denied the rights and protections afforded to workers defined as employees. This includes health care, equal rights, sexual harassment. All these things, the women in strip clubs do not have these rights. This is a new issue, how sexuality is being immersed into the world of children. This right here is a child's toy, and it's a stripper pole, and it has money in it. It has a little garter for the little child's leg. And I mean, this makes me wonder. I mean, are we setting young girls up for this? Look at all the sexuality we're putting into their lives. I mean, is this appropriate? And the levels of blood violence have been escalating over the years. The March market has capitalized on the vulnerability of young girls in their forming sexuality. In 2003, girls 13 to 17 were estimated to have spent $152 million on thongs. And the thong, of course, is the essential stripper apparel piece. Are we normalizing stripping in other areas of the sex industry for young women and girls? And actually, there's a lot more toys, too, which I could show, but that would take some time. And a couple of them are dolls, and they're actually dressed like prostitutes, and they're for young girls. Here I have the testimony of a former manager
What does a prostitute actually dress like, though?
and it takes into the component of the men, and the men who go to strip clubs. And what he states is, I found that there are 5 categories or groups of customers that visit the club. The first customer, usually 28 to 50, is married or recently divorced. He always becomes not only a pornography addict, but also a fantasy addict. He is lured in for just a glimpse of the other side, but once he is there, the well-trained dancer learns his weaknesses and strengths. And knowing what buttons to push soon has him as her regular. He is soon there 3 to 4 times a week, seeing only one dancer, believing she is his girlfriend, while being friends with most of the dancers. After a while, he may not come in on lunch hour, but after work before he goes home to his family. Soon bills are not being paid and clothes for his children are not being bought. I've seen them believe that this girl so deeply cares for him that he will try to borrow money from her. I've also seen regulars leave a 5-year-old locked out in the car in the parking lot for hours while they lived up their fantasies. And so, I mean, this is damaging to many men, as is damaging to many women as well, and families. And that's one of the arguments against stripping. I interviewed Katrina Lee. She's the manager of the Mirage. She's been in the industry for over 10 years. She was a stripper herself at one point, a couple years. And she manages all the strippers at the Mirage and several other clubs throughout Western New York. She has her own stripper clothing line and business. She's one of the few females who have been successful off this industry, and her net worth is actually over $1 million. She did that mostly through saving some money, though. She's very educated, and she actually has her bachelor's and master's degree in gender studies from UB. The number one thing that Kat wanted me to emphasize in my presentation today is that stripping is not glamorous, it's not easy, it's exhausting physically and emotionally, and it's a hostile environment for any woman to work in. So she really is not for it, even though she works in the industry, but she's kind of neutral. She sees the bad and she sees the good. I have some video clips from my interview with her. These are just some short ones.
There's been a lot, actually. 10 years in the industry, I was at the Sundowner when the Hells Angels from Ontario came in, shot the bouncer, and held us all hostage in the building. I was in here during a giant Hells Angels fight. I was at the cordial for a stabbing of an 18-year-old who was underage by 4 Puerto Ricans. I was in Chit Chat for 2 shootings. I was in a stabbing on the Puerto Rican Day Festival in September in Mademoiselle. I was at 24 Carat when they got raided by the FBI and shut down.
Wow.
And at Tally Ho when the girl stepped on a dirty needle of heroin.
So it's a very unsafe environment. And I realized that because I was actually there at the strip club, so for me it was, I guess, risky for me to go there, but
as much about it because it is good and bad. Like, it's not the industry, it's a person in the industry. Now, I was strong while I danced. I don't do drugs. I didn't get sucked into it. I didn't really drink that much. I saw it as a business. Like, I viewed it as the girls, like, as products, and you're selling yourself. So, like, you start sliding, you're not, like, top shelf name brand, you're generic more. You, like, buy a new outfit, you change your music, you target it. Like, strictly business. Man, the girls